Welcome to Games. Thank you so much for coming to see me play some more of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition today. Please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you can. And I'm going to keep on getting through more of Mass Effect 2. Thanks for watching. So, I just googled how to do the fake ID quest in Mass Effect, and I've actually never done this before. So this is my first time in playing through the Mass Effect trilogy, I think. 3 times before, and this being my 4th time, that I'm actually going to do this particular quest.
She seems very worried about something.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to talk to her right now. I'm just going to go to the Citadel. And it's super interesting because the Citadel looks so different.
We're out of fuel. Engaging FTL drive for an emergency jump.
Oh wow, it uses palladium. I wonder if I have enough that it's fine. That's why you fill up on fuel. Oh wait. Fuel depot. And I don't need to buy probes, but I might as well. Let's dock. Cool, so what I'm going to do is basically just head to the stairs as soon as you actually get in. Oh, I'm going to swap it up. Let's go Tali and Samara. Let's level up Tali's combat drone. And I want it to be a drone which does more damage. And Reeve needs to be leveled up. Paul I hardly use, so that'll do. Cool! Alright. As soon as I started playing, I got some background noise happening, and everything was completely silent up until I started playing. That's alright. This is going to be a shorter video. So, in order to do this, from the video that I looked at roughly, I go this way and talk to these guys.
I overheard you talking.
That's it.
Having a problem?
It's a private matter.
Let me help.
Give me a chance. I might be able to help.
There
I
you
don't
go.
see why you would. Since your kind gained a seat on the council,
Yeah.
you've taken over CSEC Customs.
Cool.
There are hundreds of new security checks and travel restrictions. We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
Okay, I found some forged IDs.
Maybe these would work. They're new transit IDs.
You... How did you get those?
I stole them.
I acquired them from a very good forger. He won't be needing them anymore.
We won't get arrested for using them, will we?
Not if he's half as good as he likes to think he is. They'll probably only work once, though.
If it gets us on a flight home, no one will come to harm by it. We should get ready to leave. There should be another ship heading to Thessia tomorrow.
Cool. Okay. I actually did that quest. That's the first time I've ever done that quest. I'm gonna go and talk to Customs. See what happens.
You'll
Alright.
have to wait for the next shuttle. Can I help you, ma'am?
Why can't the Asari leave?
I talked to a couple of Asari. They say Customs won't let them leave the station, but they weren't told why. Can you help me out?
I'm sorry, sir, but all matters related to station
Sir.
security are classified. We can't risk Geth infiltration. Revealing why someone is on a watch list might compromise the safety of C-Sec's undercover agents.
But they're not
Did you
Geth.
talk with them? Did they seem like Geth agents to you?
Well, no, but you can never be sure.
Look, miss, I fought hundreds of Geth. I can assure you that those two aren't Geth infiltrators. The lack of flashlight heads was kind of a giveaway.
I'm not saying it makes any sense. Those are the rules I have to enforce. I can't get them cleared, but I can flag the case file for review. That will allow them to travel in the meantime. Is
Cool.
there anything else I can do for you?
Alright, that's all.
I'm fine. Thanks for your help.
Next?
I think I've already fixed that situation though, so let's just quickly go and check in. So, if I record during the day, the next door neighbour's dog barks, and I get some background noise from the crows, but that's only escalated a lot recently. It's interesting because the whole day there was absolute silence. So I thought I'd try my luck, but no. I think I'll just stick to recording later at night. It might mean that I get through games slower, but at least you won't hear background noise. Oh, that's cool. So I've done that quest. It's the first time I've actually ever done that.
If there's any place on board we could buy a fish.
They don't like live animals on the city. Wasted life support capacity, they say.
Okay. I'm gonna go just back to the Normandy, straight up. And this is honestly just gonna be a super quick video. And that means that I've done most side quests in this game, if not all of the side quests in this game, because I just have some loyalty missions, and then once I do the Reaper IFF mission, everything
I might
happens.
want to speak with Tally. She seems very worried about something.
So let me just quickly check what's happening. Yeah, cool, I've done literally everything. Look at that. All the quests have been done. I just have the main missions. Reaper IFF, Tali Treason, Kasumi's DLC, Zaid's DLC, and these two fulfill that eventually. So, there you go. Let me just quickly check in with my crew. Upgrades, prototypes. I'm not going to do that until all of my squad members are loyal. Hey, Morden.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, personal matters on mind, actually. Got call from nephew. Promising geneticist himself. Just turned 16, got tenure at university. Following in my footsteps.
Ah.
Lie about what I was doing. Think he was suspicious. Doesn't matter. Still good to hear his voice.
Wow! How much does your family know about your work, Morden?
Does anyone in your family know about what you really did for the government?
No. No, I'm lying, but won't pry. Solarians curious as a people, but also have social cues. Keep two types of secrets from family. First type, personal or guilt-based, invite suspicion, exploration, puzzle to be solved, reward for curiosity, intelligence, drama. Other secrets, more serious. Dangerous if discovered. Signals discourage curiosity for protection of family.
They game the system?
Why wouldn't everyone give clues that their secrets were too dangerous to be uncovered?
Not conscious. Social, reflexive body language. Can't fake it. Example. Yawning perceived as contagious among humans. Subject observes yawn. Sensory input deactivates left periamygdalar region. Subject yawns in response. Social empathy. Also works with dogs. Solarian faking signals to discourage curiosity, similar to human faking a yawn. Can try, but effectiveness limited.
Ah! That's so cool! So, that's a social cue. Timing of call.
Are you calling him because you're worried we won't make it back?
No. Aware survival unlikely, but actually contacted him for family connection.
You'll survive, Morden.
Hard to imagine galaxy. Too many people, faceless. Statistics easy to depersonalize. Good when doing unpleasant work. For this fight, want personal connection. Can't anthropomorphize galaxy, but can think of favorite nephew. Fighting for him.
What a good reason to fight. How old is your nephew?
Your nephew got tenure at 16? Is he a genius or a scientific prodigy?
No, wait. Don't want to insult him. Yes, but not in manner you meant. Remember, Solarian lives short. Mature rapidly by your standards. Don't live much past 40.
Wow. That's crazy. It was good to talk with you.
I'm glad you got to talk to family before we finish this. And I'm glad we talked too, Morden.
Honored to be part of this, Shepard. Helped preserve Galaxy before with Genophage. Dirty work. Ethically ambiguous. Problematic. Collector's mission simpler, cleaner. We'll be proud to see it in Morden's Solus biography vid. Unless we all die. Proud posthumously, in that case. Regardless. Thank you.
That's pretty cool. I think that the relationships I have with the characters in Mass Effect 2 is actually akin to that of a real-life friendship, and I've never experienced a game which does it in this way. Every single character that's on my squad in Mass Effect 2 feels like a friend, and...
Commander, can I help you with something?
It's weird, because you just say, well, a game is a game, but no, in this case, this game seems to be more than that.
If you want, Commander. Cerberus has ranks, but it's not the Alliance. No rules about fraternization. Your boat, your call. You want to get friendly with everyone? That's your business.
I'm not sure if I've done this conversation or not, but I'm just going to do it anyway. For now, just you.
Maybe not everyone, Jacob. I want to learn more about you.
Anyone else said that, I'd walk away. Most Cerberus people try to play like the elusive man, hiding bullshit behind a smile. But you? I like what I've seen. I'll give you a shot. What do you want to know?
Are you okay about your father?
You want to talk about what happened with your father?
I don't really have anything to say about that, Commander. It's done with.
Any family?
Anyone waiting for you back home?
Only child and no extended family. Never settled down. Didn't seem fair with this job. But you can't miss what you never had.
I'm not interested in romancing Jacob, so I'm going to say you and Miranda have history. Because that's obvious.
I know you and Miranda worked together. I got the impression it might have been more than that.
It got a little close. Then it got really far apart. The rest isn't your business, Commander.
Yeah. I mean, that's completely fair. Oh, I don't like any of these options. My business. My shit, my business. I don't want to say that, but that seems like the best option.
Anything that could affect the ship or the mission is my business. I need to know you two won't be a problem.
Now you sound like Cerberus.
What's a nice recording?
It was a long time ago. That's the end of it. I think that's enough talking. I appreciate your interest, Commander. I appreciate you dropping it, too.
Okay, cool. It's so cool to just pop in to see all of my squad mates. Yeah, I think I'm just going to record late at night from now on. That means that it'll take me longer to get through series, but you guys won't hear background noise, and I can always try and record during the day, but everything was completely quiet up until I started recording today, and that everything's not, so
I was just thinking about
I'll record at night. But I'll finish this video anyway. Thane's here. Let's just have a quick chat with Thane. You can hear next door neighbor's dog getting into it.
You need something.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolgat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you
Please
by
tell me.
surprise.
I'm curious. I'm gonna say you've always kept secrets.
You've talked a lot about your people, but not much about yourself.
It's not that I don't trust you. I'm not used to trusting anyone, especially since Irika was killed. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Irika. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
Wow! Your
I
reaction.
guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
Aww. Marriage.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
Aww. What happened to her?
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who?
Who came for her?
Batarians, a slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
Ah. Okay. Interesting. Also, if there are any, like, glitches or mistakes in this series, I'm just gonna keep on going.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
Huh. I would have too.
I don't blame you. They killed innocents to get to you.
For you and me, death is business. For people like them, it is sport. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
I don't want you, Dave. Just focus on your son.
You're talking to your son again. That's huge. Don't lose sight of that by dwelling on should-have-beens.
You are correct, of course. Thank you for listening, Siha.
I think my translator just glitched. What did you call me?
Yeah.
Siha. Someday I'll tell you what it means.
That's curious. I actually can't remember what Siha means. It's been a couple of years since I played this. Hey.
Shepard,
I was waiting for that.
there is something I've wanted to tell you. I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
Tell me about your adventures.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of Asari space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
Whoa! I want to hear about that fight.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Taurian named Nihilus.
You fought
He may have
Nihilus?
been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
I knew Nihilus.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
I've seen you do the same.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
Fair enough. So what happened with that? I want to hear about that, but I'm going to ask all of these questions. Being a Justicar.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. Traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice. My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
How do you get passage?
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
That's sick. Destroyed a village.
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town, making them worship her and bring young Asari as sacrifices.
That's
When
messed
I
up.
arrived, she fled, throwing her minions at me in waves. They bought her time with their lives. When it was done, only small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
Wow. Okay. After that bit of information, I'm almost glad that we killed Morinth. That's messed up. Being a mercenary.
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it, until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the collectors for advanced technology.
And what did you do?
I can't imagine you went along.
I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed. After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee. Fortunately, we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
Wow. Samara has such an interesting history, too. What about the slaves?
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself. Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits of my dead colleagues, and released the captives on the Citadel.
Ha. That's hectic. She had a run-in with Nihilus. That's so cool. I wonder why Nihilus killed that unarmed civilian. I'd love to see that story. Ready to continue the mission?
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You make it sound final.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
We'll get through it. I know how to do this with no deaths. Although I think that most players who play this for the first time lose a character or two, and that makes perfect sense.
We'll finish this mission and live to see the end.
I hope you are right.
This is where the meat of Mass Effect is. The characters. I would actually really like to check in with Miranda. Wonder if she's going to talk to me some more.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Oh, stop being so formal, Miranda.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
Okay,
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
fair enough. I've done everything there. Let me just quickly check in with Garrus.
Shepard, need me for something?
I just want to talk.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Okay, Garrus.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
It's great that he says that, though. It's like, oh, he cares. Alright. Alright. Let's check in with Grunt. I haven't really talked to Zaid at all, because he just hasn't been a character that is interesting to me. I might check in with him this time, though.
Shepard,
Hey, mate.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
the hold is too open. Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Grant would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships, anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is like holding a book for a child. Just remember this, picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
He would be a fantastic warlord. If he ever went into war, I would love to see how good Grunt could be. Any other human imprints?
What other human info's floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
It's cool. He has knowledge of the weaknesses of other races, but he doesn't really have any of the hatred that other Krogan have towards Turians, and that's great. You have no reaction.
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okir started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
And yet you became strong.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
It's so interesting to see Grunt begin to reason with the world. I normally find him to be a bit too aggressive for my taste, but he's actually intelligent enough. If you talk with him, he's a cool dude. Let's talk to Zaid.
Shepard, I was just waxing goddamn nostalgic. Collectors and Protheans. It's all above my pay grade. I'm more used to putting down rebellions, tracking down bastards who didn't pay their gambling debts. Still, even I know a galaxy-shaking revelation when I hear one. Makes fighting land wars for pay seem small time.
Interesting.
I've done a lot of crazy things, but I never tried to take on a Thresher-Maw on foot before. Standard operating procedure when you get a Thresher-Maw is run the hell away. Pick up sticks, move the hell out. Krogan don't know any better, I guess. Still, hell of a fight. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do this quick, because this is cool. One more time. Alright. Eject. Where is that garbage coming from? I don't know. I'll leave that question alone.
Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. Goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept the helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
Alright, I think I'll finish this video here. Thank you so much for watching. This is just a short video. I have nothing but main quests left. So I'm going to get through those one thing at a time. Thanks for watching. See you next time in Games.
You might want to speak with Tally. She seems very worried about something.